This episode is brought to you by the fun people of VA Studios and Lab. Don't forget to watch Singapore's very first Malay 3D animated series, Medic Kit, on Surya Channel every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Fem Real Talk TV, where we share with you the untold stories and successes of women across Asia. I'm really excited for my next guest, but before I reveal the big review about who is on our show, let me just share a little bit more about our community, because so many people ask, what is FAM? So if you want to learn more about the cool stuff that we did last year and months before that, please visit us at www.fambootcamp.com, where Nisa and I will share, a lot more things on our platform, on our website, as well as social media about the community that we have been running for the past year. So yes, I hope to see you there on our platform, but today is not so much about Fam Bootcamp, it's about what we are unveiling with the amount of stories that we actually have on our show. My next guest is really someone I grew up watching, and she made me laugh so much because I see her in so many shows and I go like, oh my gosh, who is she? And I just had to make sure that I bring her on our show because I want to talk about confidence. This topic about confidence is something that a lot of people just don't really want to share. So I want to make sure that the next guest who comes on our show is really an epitome of the very thing that we women think we don't have, and that is confidence. So I had a person just DMing me and go like, Bella, how do you even master the courage to even be in front of the camera, to do these things for us and really build a webinar of a series? And I go like, you know what, I think it's all about having that confidence. But today it's not about me, it's about my next guest, who really is, again, the epitome of someone who has that confidence to master the courage to go like, I can do this, I can do it all, and I think you can too. So I would love to introduce to you my next guest, Melissa Side. What? High five,
Hi. Hi, I'm Melissa Side.
Yeah, oh my gosh, welcome to our show, Melissa.
Hi.
I literally grew up watching you. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous because I grew up watching so many episodes, right? We're talking about Under One Roof, The Donnie Lee Show, Rolling Good Times. Like literally, this is the things that really entertained us back in the heyday. And you know what? And I see that you're doing so many things now. You're in a movie. Like what? Okay.
I'm still doing things now.
I know, right?
It's quite amazing for me as well at this time and age.
Yeah,
but I
tell
don't
us
think
all.
that I would ever stop.
Yeah,
And I don't think
that's
that I
good.
want to stop as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Well, you're talking about courage just
Yeah,
now.
I was,
Bella.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have the courage
Me?
too. Yes, you do. There's this beautiful lady, and she's
Oh,
just
gosh.
such a
Oh,
wonderful
wow,
presenter.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
you
this
do
is
have
about
this courage, okay?
Yeah, and that is because I grew up watching you, and honestly, I was like, if Melissa can do that, and I think that the very fact that whenever Under One Roof plays and you're on that show, or can I help you?
I was in
remember
Can I Help
Can I
You?
help you too?
A cameo role in Under One Roof.
Yes.
And I was in Donnie Lee show.
And you made
Yeah.
me laugh, and you were so confident, and it's not easy.
Maybe
It's not easy.
maybe I'm just a funny person.
Yeah. You're beyond that. You are
no,
beyond that,
I
yes.
like
Yeah.
I like to make people laugh and make
Yes,
people
yeah.
feel happy,
Happy,
and
yeah.
at ease. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I am, and I
Yeah.
think But you were saying about how I get all my confidence. Well,
Yeah.
I grew up with very strong women.
Yes, I love that.
Okay,
You were
yeah.
telling me just a
Yeah.
while ago. Tell
Yeah.
me more about the women you grew up with. Tell me all. Yeah.
I have a grandmother. She's Pranakan.
Yeah,
Okay?
Pranakan
Pranakan.
grandmother,
She's a
wow.
Chinese lady, and Pranakan ladies back then, they're very strong.
Yeah.
She was a war survivor during the war, and she lost all her family. And so she survived through it and met someone. My grandfather is Indian, an Indian man, and so they started the family together. They built their own house
Yeah.
on Amber Road,
My
Kampong Amber,
goodness, my gosh.
and we have my mom.
Yeah.
My mom, she was the firstborn.
Yeah.
She was also a very, my late mom. She was also a very, very strong lady.
Yeah.
She has 9 children.
I know, right? Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
My father
9.
passed away when I was 16, so she took care of all of us.
Yeah.
And she made sure that all of us went to school. She got books for us, encyclopedias for everyone. We learned how to read, and she said education is the most important, and she made sure that we all had our education. So from there, and I see that my mom is a very, very determined person. She was my role model.
Yeah.
So I learned everything from her.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to look like her.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and well, from my family, we have this strong bond together, and all my success, okay, it's you know, for my family, and I think a family is important.
Yes.
So you know, I won the competition. Okay, that time was the talent time.
Talent time. Do you remember that?
Yeah, okay, talent time,
Yeah.
and I won Tina Turner of Singapore, right?
Tina Turner of Singapore is right next to me, guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that was in 1995,
Yeah.
and it was Rolling Good Times.
Yes,
and
I
that time was
remember.
Loretta
Big
Allebon.
hair.
Loretta Allebon's had
Oh
big
my
hair
gosh,
as well.
yeah,
Okay, big hair was in. Loretta Allebon's, and we had Douglas Adebero as
Yes, I
the
remember
host.
him, yes.
So I had to go through, you know, the finals and finals, just like the Singapore Idol.
Yeah,
things
Singapore
like that.
Idol
But
today,
back
yes,
then,
correct.
back then was different.
Yeah.
And I won that, and then we had another competition at the indoor stadium,
Right.
which is very scary. There were 9,000 or about 10,000 people watching.
10,000 people
Yeah.
watching her.
So it
Can you
was
be
really
confident
very
doing
scary.
that?
I don't
Oh my
know
gosh,
how
okay.
I did that,
Let's
but
speak up, okay.
so but you know what really helped me was my family. My
Yeah.
family was there. They were there with the banners and everything, and you know,
Yeah.
Melissa, and
Yeah,
everything. So
yeah.
it was very, 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 very heartwarming to see all the supporters.
Yeah.
So, I just focused on wanting to win, and my eyes were focused on my family who were in the audience.
Yeah, yeah.
At that time, there were big people there. Anita Sarawak was the.
Was it she's a judge,
Yeah, she
wasn't
was
she?
the
Yeah,
judge.
oh my gosh, Anita Sarawak.
And then, you know, getting the prize from her was something very, very big
of
for
course,
me.
of
But
course.
right after that, you know, there were offers and things that I do and amazing things that I do. I don't know. I did a lot of things, Bella.
Yeah.
I will tell you right now. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I was so very active in theatre.
Yeah.
So Glenn Gui found me, and then I
Yeah.
did Boing Boing.
Yeah.
So we were the first cast to do Boing Boing.
Yeah.
I was with Daisy Rani.
Yeah.
Okay, Lynette Pang.
Yes. I remember. It was all. I remember this all.
Okay,
Yeah.
and it was at the Jubilee Hall, and
Yeah.
it was nice to work with Glenn Gui. He was a very funny, lovely, heartwarming
He is, isn't he? Yeah.
a director.
Yeah, yeah.
I get to work with Ong Keng Sen in Theatre Works. I
Yeah.
was in Mixed Signals, so I was the protagonist there.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was my training at theatre. But before Theatre Works, I was working in Act 3. So I worked with R. Chandran, I worked with Ruby Lim Yang, and I worked with Jasmine Samat Simon.
Yeah.
So they were the one who sort of like, I grew up in theatre. From after school, I worked there as a backstage. Actually, I sold costumes and stuff like that. And then, but looking at Bridget Fernandez, okay, she was always the cast in all the shows. So I was watching them a lot.
Wow. And this would have been like someone like
So it
you
was my
inspiring.
training there. So they were
Yeah,
inspiring people. So I wanted to do that, and I wanted to get my courage to do it. But one day I was casted, and I was very, very happy. And yes, my training started from stage, from where you know, doing it and practicing and all that. So, but when I had to be on the biggest stage, okay, I didn't know how I do it. But I think it's practice and passion.
Yeah.
So it's just following your passion and practicing.
Practicing.
Yeah, and doing it, and be confident that what you're doing is right.
Yeah. Oh, this is goes straight to my heart because
Yeah.
you're right. Because it takes practice. It's not easy for me to just like, all right, I'm
Right.
going to talk to my guests and things like that. It really does take practice and really doing it from the heart and really trying to deliver. Do you have
Right.
days where you go like, oh no, I can't do this today? Like, do you feel like, how do you get past that fear of like, I can't do this? Because everyone's watching, they go like, that's Melissa Sidek. Melissa Sidek can do it all, but I am not Melissa Sidek. Like, how do they do it? Like, really?
No. It's everything that I do.
Yeah.
I will always be very nervous, and
Yes.
I always have cold.
Cold hands. Are you nervous now?
Yes, I am.
Don't be. It's
Okay,
just us.
but you know,
Yeah.
I did all those big things.
Yes,
I
you
did.
did.
I will always have jitters. The first note that I have to sing, or the first line that I have to say, or the first step that I have to do to be in front of the camera or on the stage is always very, very difficult. But you always have to do that first step.
Yeah.
You always have to do that first step. You
Yes.
have to try.
Yeah.
And if you can't,
Yeah.
you fumble, you fail, it's
Yeah.
okay, try again.
Yeah.
So it's just the same as doing in your work, at your workplace, or you taking an examination, okay?
Yes.
And then you try and you work and you practice, you study, and you do it and you fail.
Yeah.
Try again. It's
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
And that I would like to say to all the young children,
Yeah.
and youngsters
Yeah.
and
And the thing is, you are a mom to
Yeah.
two beautiful children. Hey guys, who's watching? And honestly, like, how do you do it all? Like, how do you find the time? By the way, for those who are watching, Melissa has like really the entire span of a career is maybe in the theater or the performing arts. But do you know that Melissa is also and her passion is also in educating like children with special needs?
Yes,
and I
I'm very
think that is so noble. Not many people know this. Share me about the work that you do with special needs. Yeah.
Well, I want to say that children are the first for me.
Yeah.
I love children.
Yes.
So I met the children with special needs when I was performing with Act 3, and I saw them at the zoo. And they were there, and I was performing, and they were always the one that's cutting up and coming to the stage and trying to perform. And the love that they gave to me, the little that I give, they gave me a lot more.
Yeah.
So I said, I want to work with these children.
Yeah.
I said to myself,
Yeah.
and so I enrolled myself in MOE,
Yeah.
and I became a teacher, and I was quite glad. So I put on my passion first, so I became a teacher, and I started back then in 1990. 1990, I was a SPED teacher with
Yeah.
Spastic Children Association
Yeah.
School. We didn't like that name, so we advocate to
don't
change
like that
that
name either.
name,
Yeah, I
and
don't
now
like that
it's
name
called
either.
CPAS, or
Yeah.
Cerebral Palsy
Yeah.
Center.
Yes.
And I worked there for quite long, and I stopped and got married and had the children,
Yeah.
and we moved to Australia.
Yeah.
But in Australia, I still continued working as a support worker
Right.
for people with special needs.
Wow.
So I was like a person that takes I was working with a man. His name is David.
Okay.
Okay. He was the same age as me,
Okay.
but he had cerebral palsy, and
Okay.
he was a man with autism,
Yeah.
and he had severe spasticity
Yeah.
in his hands and limbs, so he couldn't walk that much. But he lived by himself, and I come every day to pick him up and ask him where he wants to go. So I'll take him, okay, and then he'll go into my in my Pajero. I was driving a Jeep that time, okay. So I had his things at the back,
Wow.
and I asked David,
Wow.
David, where do you want to go? And I'll just show him something
Yeah.
like a Ferris wheel or horses,
Yeah.
and I'll take him to
Yeah.
horse riding.
Wow.
Okay, so I didn't stop. Even though I had to travel with the family and we lived in another country,
Yeah.
I didn't stop my passion. It
Yeah.
didn't stop there.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on, and I wanted to learn. I never stopped learning. I always want to improve myself in
Yeah.
whatever I do, and I believe that whatever I do, I give 200% to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
200%, not 100, 200%. Okay?
200,
So
okay.
anything,
Yeah.
even a talk with Bella, I give 200% today. Okay, Bella?
Yes, yeah.
So, well, that's the motto in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to do something, you do it right.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't do it half-hearted and then you give up and then
Yeah.
you just don't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
don't do it at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or don't do it at all. There are a lot of things that I wanted to do. I kept on wanting to do and kept on creating. Maybe I want to inspire in the things that I've always talked about or thought about.
Yeah.
And my mom said, "Hey, Lisa, you can." She calls me Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa, you can cook. I cook.
Yeah,
okay,
I
don't
know you can.
Lisa, you can
Wow.
cook. You can sew. You can, you can do everything. But you're jack of all trades, but not master of none. And I said, well, when she said that, I was like very offended. I said, okay, so my mom says that
But
I'm
that wouldn't be
master
my
of none.
offended face. You went offended like in a style. Like I would be like, Mom, really? Yeah.
So I said, okay, she said that to me, then okay, all right, Mom. I went to university,
Yeah.
okay, so that I could get, I could prove to myself that I will be a very good
Yeah.
teacher in education and educating the children with special needs.
Yeah.
And I always improve in my skills in
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah.
The other part in me also, I felt, so, okay, I'm also an artist, but I want to develop myself as an artist as well.
Yeah.
So when do I have time and all that? So it's like, getting the time to do that. So
Yeah.
it's most important to organize my thoughts
Yeah.
and how and what I can do and how I can juggle things in my
Correct.
life.
Correct.
So I'm still juggling.
And you know what? But this is the real the reality.
The reality
The
of
reality.
of living.
If I can just scratch a bit of your wisdom. I mean, really, what you have told me earlier, it's true. I'm sitting here in my 30s and go like, oh my gosh, if I'm just a little bit of like Melissa in me when I'm your age, oh my gosh, like I really would feel like I'm happy.
It's
Like,
never
yeah.
too late
Yeah.
to start anything.
Yeah, right?
It's never,
too late to start your own show.
To start with your own show.
Yeah.
Never too late to start with anything and what you dream of, and always work towards it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work right now, if you have a project or anything that you want to work on, okay, you put it aside, it will come back later. Because, we as women, we are always doing things that we are needed to.
Yeah.
A duty as a mother,
Yes.
a duty as the daughter,
Yeah.
the duty as the wife,
Yeah.
the duty as the employee. So all this takes up all our time. But do we give that duty to ourselves?
Yeah.
So when do we give that time to ourselves? So that we have to give a lot of thought about it.
Yeah.
If you don't care for yourself or develop or make yourself better, you can't help others, or you can't do all those duties.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, I felt that when I do something, I have to think about it has to be meaningful.
Yeah.
Okay, at every
Yeah.
step of the
Yeah,
way,
that's
when
true.
I wake up early in the morning,
Yeah.
what do I have to do first?
Yeah.
What is meaningful? So that will work. I
Yeah.
think that is a very good
Correct,
formula.
Correct.
Okay.
You're right. You have a duty to yourself, and then you have the kids, and then you have work, and then you have this insane talent of like basically able to cook, bake, everything. Like literally, you're doing everything. But there's one thing. I mean, I was so surprised when I saw you on Facebook on a short film. And I go like, oh my gosh, is that Melissa Siddiq again? Like years later, would you have thought that you would be a protagonist in a film like Interwoven? Tell me about that. This must make you feel so proud, because this is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a very big deal, because
Yeah.
this is what I'm dreaming of, and I really wanted to do. It really reflects on my life, my own life.
Yes.
This was written by our director, Willie Lin.
Okay.
And she had this vision of a woman who wants to create and who wants to show that she also is an artist, and that she she's also an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
has her own shop.
Yeah.
Okay, so she wrote about this lady
Yeah.
who designs dresses, and back then she was the queen of Kampong Glam, who won the designer,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
a design.
yeah.
A designer's plaque, you know,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
won
yeah.
it first. So this lady, she wanted to tell the world that, you know, she can do. She is a creative person, the same as the young people now, and she wants to tell her children that she has this capability of creating things and be successful as well. But she has this issue with her own children in this show, that the children had their own minds and they're young
Yeah.
artists themselves,
yeah.
and so she felt that, you know, she couldn't gel together with her children's thoughts,
Yeah.
and that the children don't understand her or take her seriously.
Yeah.
So she felt that she is alone, and she's doing things alone, and
And
that
not confident.
confident
Yeah,
about herself.
correct.
So she felt that the things that she do is, you know, is little. It's just not enough for
Yeah.
for the world to
Yeah,
see.
correct.
But in this show, you have to watch the show.
Oh, I
there
watched
is
it
a
2 times.
beautiful
Yeah,
twist
correct,
at
yeah.
the end,
Yeah.
where her creation were acknowledged by
Yes.
Ivan Hing.
Of course,
yeah,
I was like, and it was on stage.
and
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
on
spoil
stage,
it. Oh, no,
yeah.
yeah.
And Siti K is
Yes.
also in this
Yeah.
in
And-
this
and
show, and
you-
she wore the clothes
Yeah,
that
correct.
I
So-
sewed in the
And
show.
then you were wearing kabaya as well.
Well,
is this
I
like a
wear
signature
no,
look?
no,
Okay.
no. Bella, this is how I look like
Yeah.
in the weekend. I love to wear the kabaya, and our
Over the
family
weekend,
wear
yeah.
the kabaya.
Yes, yeah,
Okay, and
yeah.
I told the director, this I like to wear the kabaya, and she said, wear the kabaya. She
Yeah.
said, go wear the kabaya, why not?
Yeah, correct.
So I had all the colors except for red. So today I get to wear red. Okay, I'm
For
so
the
happy
show,
I get
yeah,
to wear
I'm on
red.
it. I'm on it, yeah.
Okay, so my mom, she wears the kabaya because she's
Peranakan,
Peranakan.
right.
My grandmother wears the kabaya, the traditional Peranakan kabaya with, you know, all the embroidery and all.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they wear it with confidence,
Yeah.
and they just walk around, and they are very big personalities. Okay,
Yeah.
these ladies are big personalities, and
yeah.
they speak very loudly, loud, monotone loudness. Okay, they do not know how to be as soft as you, and they will talk to
Yeah.
Bella, apa kabar?
I'll
Something
freak
like
out
that.
at the
Yeah.
reunion,
Hello,
yeah. Oh my
so
gosh.
beautiful lah ini Bella. So they are like
Like
that.
that, oh my
your
gosh,
mom
wow.
and yeah. So they are very
Wow.
huge and big
Yeah.
and,
But the
and
fact-
lovely
oh my gosh,
ladies.
the memories that you're bringing out to this show, I mean, like, I can imagine the environment that you grew up in.
Yes.
And the fact that you're wearing the kabaya today it is so heartwarming, because you don't see that many people embracing the culture. I mean, you don't see that many people going back and go like, yep, I would put on a kabaya because my mom did before. People go like, no, it's not modern enough. So thank you for bringing this back. I think the movie...
This is most important, yes.
It's bringing back a lot of things that we young people forget.
Forget.
So thank you for doing this. Thank you for performing that that piece and really reminding us young people to really look back. Hey, you came from, you have a culture, you have a background, there is a history to where you came from. Thank you. That was that's just really remarkable.
I have to thank Willie Lin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a lot.
She picked
to this.
you.
Yeah, she picked me.
I heard that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, wow, there was like no audition. It's just you, Melissa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she felt that, because I think she found out that I'm a person who I'm already doing all these things.
Yeah.
I'm singing all you know. I have
You're
my
perfect,
I have a little group, you know.
Yes,
You know, on Saturday Sundays
tell me
I'll go
about it,
and do our singing stuff.
Yeah.
We a Peranakan group.
Yes.
I call my group Rasa Sayang.
Rasa Sayang.
And
Please
all
check
the
them out.
all the young singers from LaSalle,
Yeah.
they're students, and
Yeah.
they are my dancers and my singers.
Yeah.
And I also work with Peranakan veterans,
Yeah.
okay, like Francis Hogan.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll
nice,
be in
nice.
my little
Yeah.
shows. I have a pianist, Kak Saida Sama Simon,
Yes.
Kak Saida Alkaf, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So she will play the music for us,
Nice.
okay? So we'll just practice and do all our old songs and
Yeah.
all the songs that I hear while I was growing up.
Yeah.
And my mom loves Anike Gronlo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
I
This is
know.
the late
Yeah.
Anike
Yeah.
Gronlo.
Yeah.
She would sing the Burung Kakak Tua.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Goosebumps. Yeah, goosebumps. Wow. Yeah.
And all the Saloma
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. She'll make me sing.
Yeah.
So that's where I start to
Practice
love to
honing the
sing.
skills and like love for singing.
Yeah, everything I do right now brings back important parts of my life
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing this genre of singing of songs and
Yeah.
and attracting youngsters who wants to sing with me and learn from me.
Yeah.
And they're pretty unsure, of presenting themselves.
Like
and
a
all.
confidence, as
Yeah.
I mentioned,
So I'll just
yeah.
say, okay, just tag along, and
Yeah.
then
Wow.
we'll be fine.
It's nice. It's very, very nice. Honestly, I
Yeah.
mean, like I can see the work that you do because the love is pouring out of your social. And Rasa Sayang is really an awesome group because like they are performing the works that we don't really want to hear anymore, but you made it cooler. Like you guys are wearing
We're
like the same
working on it.
kabaya, and I'm like, what? It's really awesome. So please check Rasa Sayang out. Do you perform like for anyone?
Perform for anyone.
Yeah, like can I book you anytime?
You're
Like,
so
yeah.
cute. No, I perform for real good friends.
Real good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah, real good friends.
Am I a
And,
real good friend? yeah.
What I'm working now and I
Yes.
want to perform is
Yes.
My own show.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about a solo show. I can stand and sing, alone. But I was just thinking about having a small play about myself.
Yes.
So
I would
probably
love to
will do
market that. As
Thank
you
you.
know, I hope. I mean, like I will come and watch for sure. But yeah, I think that's great. And the fact that you want to do this, even today, and the fact that you are performing and doing and pursuing the things that makes you happy is really like I'm really humble. It's not easy. I thought like when you get older, you go like, no, I've done it all. I'll take a step back. I'm not gonna do it. But you're doing all these things.
I think
wow.
you're in the when the ball gets rolling, you
Yeah.
just move along.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think I'm doing this also. It's for my children as well. I want them to see who I am.
Yeah.
I don't want them to see me as just mom.
Yeah.
And mom, can you sew the button for me? Okay. Mom can do a lot more
Moms
than
can
that.
do a lot more.
Okay.
We all know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mom is made of a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so when they see the other side of me, now they are much more interested in what's behind the scene.
That's
My
nice.
daughter is interested in sound engineering or something like that.
nice.
So it's
Wow.
okay. You can try.
Yeah.
You can try everything.
Yeah.
So why not? Mom has tried everything in my life. Okay. Do you know that I was also a travel agent? I work in the travel agent.
Travel agent, my God.
Because I love to travel too.
Yeah, so you work in a travel
so
agent.
I work at Meaningful. Okay, so I work in the travel agent.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
But these are experiences, right?
Yeah, experiences
These are
and
the
stuff.
experiences that make you who you are today.
yes.
Yeah. And I love that. But wait, before you even say anything else, I mean, I have here, like, what's up with this, right? It's like Mel's cookies. Like, she was like, Bella, 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 I have cookies for you. And I'm like, what? Like, oh my gosh, her famous cookies are like insanely delicious. What got you into baking? Is this like something that you have
It's
like
just something that
love?
I know my cookies. People love my cookies
Yes.
and at work,
Yes.
and they will
gonna
order
try.
from me
Yeah.
for Chinese New Year, and
Yeah.
I have to do it like in
Yeah.
bulks. Okay,
I was
but
gonna
I
bake it,
need
but
to
yeah.
move at home because I cannot stop creating. So I just made cookies, and I'm quite happy with these cookies. And I was just thinking, okay, since a lot of people like crave for my cookies rather than Famous Amos, okay, don't buy from me. Rather than Famous Amos, I was just thinking, what if one day, I have my cookie stand, it's called Mel's or something like that, Bella, and then you go for it, and then you smell that, oh, that smells, and then just
Right.
It's just a dream, and it's just something that I was just thinking about. Maybe my retirement, I might have my Mel's cookies
not?
stand, and everybody will be going to the MRT station just to buy cookies from me.
Mel's cookies, honestly.
Yeah.
This is insanely delicious. No words.
Okay,
No words.
whatever
Yeah,
you do,
yeah.
you have to put passion in it,
Yeah.
200%
Yeah.
of love,
Yeah.
okay, in it, and
Yeah.
then it will taste so good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay?
I agree. So
Alright.
I wanna help you get there, but I wanna like go back and do my baking maybe, and then help you set up your shop. Why
Yes,
not?
why not? Okay?
Why not?
There's
People should
always
come-
possibilities.
Yes, correct. I can
Right.
distribute my old cakes to my old like
Why
cakes.
not?
Why
I
not?
know you are very talented in that area
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Bella.
Oh gosh,
Yes.
but you know what? This is the reason why I love to have you on our show, because I know you're such a multifaceted woman, and you have really given us young people like a fighting chance at, hey, like I can be doing that like at any age. So
At
when I
any
saw you at
age, then
Interwoven,
stop.
I was like, Melissa Sidek has to be here. She has to be talking about her movie and what she has done. We have to really bring out that story. And so thank you. Thank you for being you. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And being, and what you said, to do this for your kids, to do this for yourself is remarkable. So yeah, any projects like do you have in mind, in the pipeline apart from the show? I heard you're gonna go back to YouTube and doing like a own cooking show. Things
Yeah,
like that.
I did. I did some cooking show with Relish, with Rosivam. So we did.
Watch that, yeah.
We did the Christmas one that we did devil's
Nice.
curry,
Yes.
and we did tarts, and we did how to bake the turkey. Okay, so maybe I'll have a Hari Raya one.
Yes,
which is on
please.
YouTube.
Why not?
Okay, and
Yeah.
I can anyam ketupat.
Wow.
Right in front or whatever. it is.
Yes.
Yeah, on YouTube.
People forget how to ayam the
That's
ketupat.
why.
Yeah, you have
Do
to
you know
bring
how
it
to
back.
ayam the
Yes,
ketupat?
actually, I
Oh,
do.
good girl.
Yes.
Okay. I'll tell your mom.
Thank you, Daddy. Yeah, he taught me that actually. So yeah. But thank you so much. Can you do me one favor? Could you sing for us? I know I can't play anything, but could you just sing for us, like a normal song, just a little bit, just a little bit?
There's no music
Okay, I
or
can
anything.
snap my fingers. Okay, it's not gonna help, but maybe.
Okay,
I'll
maybe
jive
you
with
can dance.
Okay, I can. I can't dance. Okay, go for it.
Oh, begini rasanya hatiku sengsara mengingat dia, hatiku luka karena tergoda oleh cinta.
Oh my god, goosebumps, everybody! Whoa! I wish there was an audience to go like, whoa, but it's just
That
me
is
now.
Aniki Gronlo.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I remember. Yeah, remember that, guys. You have to like really follow Melissa Sidek. She's on Interwoven. It's a phenomenal movie. Everyone has to watch it. Thank you for being on our show. Thank you for bringing the cookies. I love it. I love you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. All right, guys. Don't forget to catch our next episode where I'll bring in the next exciting guest. Thank you for watching Fam Real Talk TV, where we bring untold stories and successes of women across Asia, just like Melissa Sidek. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.